Expropriation Act. Fallout in South Africa raises grave concerns over property rights and economic stability. In a move that has sent shockwaves through South Africa's economic and property sectors, President Cyril Ramaphosa recently signed the controversial Expropriation Act into law. This legislative move has sparked a firestorm of criticism from several key institutions, highlighting profound concerns over the security of property rights and the broader economic implications. Free SA, a vanguard organization championing rights and equality, has voiced staunch opposition, emphasizing that this act represents a serious threat to property rights and could severely undermine investor confidence. Nolu Lafoi, spokesperson for Free SA, stated that the legislation grants excessively broad expropriation powers to the state, potentially instigating significant capital flight and economic instability. The organization is calling on the Government of National Unity, GNU, to reassess or repeal the act to safeguard constitutional property rights. Simultaneously, the FW de Klerk Foundation has sounded alarms over the act's alignment with constitutional standards. Christo van der Reed, executive director of the foundation, pointed out the risk banks and food security face, with about R4 trillion owed by homeowners and agricultural operations reliant on debt. Daniela Ellerbeck, a constitutional attorney at the foundation, highlighted a potential conflict between the Act and Section 25 of the Constitution, which stipulates the requirement for equitable compensation in expropriations, something the new Act sidesteps with provisions for nil compensation. The Institute of Race Relations, IRR, is preparing to challenge the Expropriation Act in court, underlining its several procedural and substantive flaws. IRR has consistently highlighted the damaging implications for economic growth and property rights across racial and socio-economic spectrums. The tension over property rights and economic policies unfolds in a significant historical moment for South Africa. After the recent shift in political power and a public rejection of long-standing policy approaches, these criticisms signal a critical need for a robust dialogue on the values driving legislative decisions in the country. Organizations like Free SA are not only pushing back on the ground, but also moving strategically to propose draft regulations that could provide clearer guidelines on the Act's implementation to mitigate immediate adverse impacts. This indicates a proactive approach to reform, aimed at maintaining a stable investment environment while addressing real developmental needs. The unfolding scenario represents a pivotal time for South Africa's legal and economic landscape, as the nation grapples with the implications of this new act. The call to action from multiple civil society actors underscores the urgency of aligning new laws with constitutional values and economic pragmatism to ensure the protection of rights and the fostering of an environment conducive to growth and stability. Thank you for choosing Satori News.